Yo, what up? What up? So I'm gonna make this one short and sweet, man. So I just wanted to update. People been hitting me up asking like where I'm at, messing around with this Spanish since I be going down to Cartagena in Colombia. When I got back from Cartagena the last time, I had been on Duolingo every day, pretty consistently. For about 100, almost 3.5 months, October all the way to March when I went back. And when I got back to Cartagena this time, I realized like Duolingo had taught me a lot of vocabulary, but what I found when I was on the app, I would get stuff right, but I would be wondering why. So it wouldn't really break down the explanation of why I got certain answers right or why I got certain answers wrong. So I found myself lacking being able to like the confidence to speak it really fully. So when I was down there, like I would know what people were saying. And even though like I was impressing like the people that I was with, like my brother and like some of my homies, they was like, bruh, you kind of learning this shit. And I'm sitting there like, I wasn't really confident. I'm like, man, I know a little bit, but I don't. So when I got back after seeing where my game was weak, as far as like being able to form sentences, because it's one thing to know the vocabulary, but you just can't take all the words and just make an English sentence. They're gonna be like, huh? I tried to do that a few times, and a couple of the people I was talking to, some couple of the doormen, Uber drivers, girls, people was like, no entiendo. And I was just like, you don't understand. I'm thinking they playing because some of them was laughing, like giggling, like, I don't understand. And I'm like, you know what the hell I'm saying? They didn't. So I get back and I'm like, bro, I get back on YouTube, start doing a little bit more research, and I came across this cat from Atlanta named Mike Ben, man. Shout out to Mike Ben, bro. If I ever meet you, homie, I owe you a bill, a burger, something, a shot, whatever. You know what I mean? First thing bro said was get off Duolingo, which made my ears perk up like bing. Listen here, y'all. He recommended getting this book. This book right here. Madrigal's Magic Key to Spanish. Bro, I went and bought this book the same day. And when I tell you, I'm on chapter 13. And when I tell you, this book has made a big difference. Not only does it explain why certain things are the way they are, it breaks down everything. Okay, for example, the word, well, we will pronounce it probably in English. Hey, it's Hay, but it's I, right? That means there is, are there, it's so many meanings. There are. It's so many ways to apply it. And the books breaks all that down for you, man. And so like, I've actually been confident enough because I be doing Uber sometimes, in the morning and be hustling. Um, Man, I be confident to speak to passengers sometimes. Like, it be small talk, but that's where it starts. Hell, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. So, yo, go get this book, man. Get this book. Also, it's another book they recommended. It's like Spanish short stories for beginners. Pretty much just get you used to reading Spanish. So I try to do like a chapter of this a day and a chapter of that. Read a story from the book because it always asks you questions, and I try to like do all my answers in Spanish. But stuff like, man, a lot of English words translate over to Spanish directly. Any word in English that ends with a BLE, like able, cable, most of those words are gonna be the same in Spanish. Words that end with OR, actor, doctor, those are the same things pretty much. And so the book just lists all of those words. Then it makes you like do writing exercises where you got to think of words like words that end in TION, action, for example. In Spanish, you take the T out and you just put a C in there. So it's action. Yo, get this book if you're trying to learn Spanish. I can't wait to take my ass back to Colombia. I'm going to be able to say a little bit more this time. And I feel like as of right now, my next trip is planned to September. Me being on chapter 13, doing a chapter a day. I don't know if I'll be finished. With the book. By then, no termine. But listen, if you try to learn Spanish, like all the homies that been on, I was putting them on Duolingo and they all on that. I sent them a message like, get off that shit. You trying to learn Spanish, bro? That's what you need right here. But let me get back to it, y'all.